more action-packed than a line to NBA. It's the Flex Zone on WBGR, the only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. The red light's on. Doesn't mean stop. It means it's time to go, go, go. And speaking of go to the Facebook page, the Flex Zone 1, Twitter, the Flex Zone 1, Instagram, the Flex Zone 1, and more importantly, subscribe to their YouTube page. The subscribers are growing. Shout out to Uncle Raj. The Flex Zone podcast. Crevonte, which one?
The first one.
Couldn't have said it better myself. As I said, we are the Flex Zone, the only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Like I said, we're here every Monday night in the Plus Studios of WBGR. Welcome to the Man Cave. Of course, you know who I am. I'm the host, Byron Dixon. But I can't do this show alone. I got a great panel of sports minds like no other. Call them the bros, the team, the squad, the gang, and batting lead off. It's not just your neighborhood friendly D. It's your cousin D, and he's repping his Orioles gear today.
Well, we can't rep much in Birdland.
Dusty.
But they did beat the Yankees once today. Yes! Yes! Yes!
D, they got the worst record in the Major League.
They do. Hey, we beat the Yankees. We beat them today.
Go ahead. Why you at it?
That's right.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Thank you.
The Yankees are looking good right now, Dre, I admit, but they lost to the Orioles game 1 today. And a quick fun fact, the Royals and Orioles was in the ALCS in 2014?
Had the two worst records?
They both had the two worst records in the game of baseball right now. But very quickly, subscribe to Dime Sporting Network on YouTube as well as the Flex Zone Podcast on YouTube also. Subscribe today to both.
I'm sure it gets no goofier. Captain of the Goofy Ship. He's got his sign. It's Goofy time.
We up. Crevonte Hurde here, CREVONTEHURDE. Facebook, Twitter, Crevonte_Hurde. Instagram.
You will never look at Uno cards the same after dealing with the Captain of the Goofy Ship.
I wish you would.
But last but not least, the man of 1,000 nicknames. Half man, half amazing.
Half goofy.
Mr. Panty Dropper himself.
Oh, no.
It's the birthday week.
Oh, no.
The straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah.
He ain't raised the bar. He is the bar.
Yuck.
The man himself. Killmonger.
Yeah.
LeAndre Melton.
Yeah.
LeBron's right-hand man.
Oh, yuck.
TBE.
Yuck.
TBT.
Yuck.
You know what he is.
The money teams represented.
Yeah.
Because they said you didn't have 1,000. I had to prove the haters wrong.
Yuck.
Wheeling, dealing, styling, profiling.
Yuck.
Andre Melton.
Yuck.
Thank you. I want him to keep going. Thank you.
I could go all night.
Thank you.
Goofy.
Hey, you see what shirt I got on? I got LeBron James
That's right.
Strive for Greatness
That's
shirt.
right.
Because that's what we doing.
That's right.
Yes.
Going this way.
Can we put paint on that too? Like
Yeah.
you
Yes,
did,
ladies
bro?
and gentlemen, I am the man of 1,000 nicknames. I am your boy Drizzy Dre, Mr. Monday Night, the Monday Night Delight. I don't know why they keep switching the camera on me. Look, put one on me, baby. Come on now. It's my time. It's showtime. Get off me.
Wow.
You can make sure that you follow me on Instagram, The Black American Dream, on Twitter, Andre1A Melton, and on Facebook, Andre Melton.
Well, let's get to it, fellas. Somebody I know you love to talk about, Crevonte.
Huh?
One of your favorites.
Which means the exact opposite.
Crevonte, we're going to be talking about Carmelo Anthony. He's going to get bought out from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Really no surprise there. He's going to use the stretch provision, never heard of that, to depart with the Thunder, saving the franchise over $100 million in taxes and dollars and all that money they got over there. Melo has a no-trade clause, so if he is traded, he has to approve it. And they're saying he could be joining up with LeBron, could be Houston. And we got some stats here. Westbrook, Paul George, and Melo, 1,975 minutes, 111 points per game offensive efficiency, 106.2 defensive efficiency. There's a bunch of numbers that didn't mean anything because they got put out in the first round by the Jazz.
None of these numbers mean anything.
So, Crevonte, what's going to happen now with your boy?
I'm going to have my red card for this one because this is extremely goofy. First, OKC. And actually, it's actually just OKC because Melo, in the end, still is going to get to do what he wants. Now, is he going to help the next situation he goes to? I'm not just going to call it a team, call it a situation because that's what it is. When Melo comes down to situation, right? Is he going to help the Rockets? Because I don't believe he's going to the Heat. Like, I think it was Lakers, Rockets, Heat. I don't think he's going to the Heat. That'd be extremely goofy. But will he help the Rockets? Will he help the Lakers? I don't think he helps either one. There's not enough basketballs to go around in Houston, and the Lakers roster as it stands right now is a little frustrating. Not many shooters. We got LeBron leading the charge, Rondo, an injured Ball, It's just Lakers don't have it together yet, and I don't think Melo would help that situation because once again, another guy who needs the ball. I don't think he helps either situation, but the whole thing is quite goofy.
Wait a minute. We got a
call on the hotline.
Welcome to the Flex Zone.
Hey, what's good? It's your boy Shane. What's good?
Whoa!
Shane Hector.
He a week early. The birthday turn up is next week, man.
I already know this. Don't worry, I'm gonna be at the turn up. Don't believe me.
You heard it here first. Shane will be out at the turn up. What's up, Shane? What's going on?
Believe I'm gonna be there for that. But I had to chime in because I heard some goofy stuff about Carmelo Anthony just now. So I had to give my 2 cents because I've been saying this for the longest time, and everybody doesn't want to believe me when I said this. Carmelo going to OKC was the worst thing that OKC could have ever done to themselves. I've been saying it for the longest. I don't know why everybody didn't believe me before, but now people believe me.
Crevonte believe it.
It was not going to benefit them. And
I feel like I said it
it's not
first.
going to benefit anybody else because the dude doesn't play defense. He barely scores like he used to. He's not the same guy. So I don't know why anybody would even remotely think about Carmelo Anthony. And that's just what it is. This is a waste of time.
Let me chime in. Remember, originally he was supposed to go to Houston, but that deal fell through. So then OKC came with a better deal on the table, and then that's when because remember the Knicks were trying to get rid of him either way. So Carmelo, I think they just made a gamble with it. They wanted to see if Melo was still the same Melo, but I think that offense didn't construe to what Melo really wanted. Like Klay Thompson is somebody.
Ain't no offense that's gonna be cohesive to what Melo does.
But in Golden State, the catch and shoot ball works. For Melo, that doesn't work. Melo is an ISO ball player, and you see it didn't pan out. He was he didn't make one single three during that series against the Jazz.
Shame.
Okay, so here's the problem. I think that everybody is missing. So you just talked about how he's an isolation player, right? Well, here's the problem. Not many teams in the NBA run that much isolation. The only teams that really run that, honestly, is the Celtics, the Warriors, and the Rockets. Those are really the only teams that really run a lot of isolation, and that's because they have the forwards to do it. When you don't have those kind of forwards, or you don't have a forward that could be a two-way player that can perform like that, then no, he's not going to be useful to you. So most teams don't run it for that reason. And in Melo's case, I hate to say this, he's not the same guy anymore. And on top of that, for it to work, I hate to say it, you got to be a two-way player. He's not a two-way player. He's always been a one-way guy. He always has been. He's never played defense throughout his entire career. Never has. When have you ever known Carmelo Anthony to ever be known for defense? Name me 1 year.
Hey, look, I know he's not a defensive guy at all. The only time I've ever seen Carmelo Anthony remotely play defense was during the Western Conference Finals when he was one-on-one with Kobe. That's the only time I remember him even attempting some type of defense.
He plays a little dig against LeBron early in his career.
In the same Western Conference Finals when he was all in Kobe's face and Kobe still did a step back fade away in his face.
Yeah, I don't care who you are. Nobody was stopping Kobe, especially that year.
That was Kobe. That's nothing against Carmelo. That's Kobe Bryant.
That's right.
But nonetheless, talking about the lack of defense that Carmelo Anthony plays is irrelevant because he's never been that guy. Right. He's always been a volume shooter, prolific scorer, can get to the hoop, can jay up from just about anywhere inside the three-point line because he wasn't the best three-point shooter. He had his spurts, but for the most part, inside the three-point line, he's a killer. He's an assassin, especially from 15 to 17 feet. But as time went on, he got goofier and goofier with his situations and his decisions, and he didn't let his prime come and go. And now we're looking at the player we're at now, and he still think he's Denver Nuggets early New York Knicks Melo, when sadly sadly, and unfortunately, he's not.
What's happening is he's really turning into Allen Iverson right now.
Well,
That's
Iverson is his mentor,
well,
no doubt.
Here's the thing. While Allen Iverson at the end of his career, the problem with AI was he was just old and he wasn't able to do some of the things that he would have done when he was younger. But also, you also got to remember that AI ran into a lot of issues personally off the court, which affected him on the court. Carmelo doesn't really have those problems outside of his relationship with Lala, but that's a whole other conversation for another day.
Yeah, if you were losing Lala, you wouldn't have no issues with the court.
That's really that.
But here's the thing. But getting back to my point, the problem with Melo is yes, he's always been a great scorer, but in recent years, like, I'm sorry, when I see Dwayne Wade still making the playoffs and he's still like dropping 20. Sometimes I've seen him. I think this year he had a 30-point game with the Heat. Like, like if Dwayne Wade can still do that at his age, then there's no excuse for Carmelo Anthony.
There is.
No,
There is. It's a big difference.
And the difference between these two guys is Dwayne Wade has had injuries throughout his career. When does Carmelo have really been like out for like a real like extended period of time? See, Dwayne Wade has actually been out for extended periods of time.
Melo was out at one point in time, and that's how Jeremy Lin emerged as a superstar in New York.
All right, Shane, we gotta go. We gotta go, Shane.
One time out of his whole career.
Don't worry, Shane. Your Celtics will actually be in the finals this year, so you have something to root for. So get your tickets now, like I tell you.
Look, I'm gonna leave my Celtics out of this, okay? Right now, them guys. As much as I love my Celtics, I honestly, it doesn't matter if we get to the finals. We're not going to beat the Warriors. We're not. We just don't. We don't have anybody that can strap KD. Nobody on my team can strap that dude. I mean, Jason Tatum,
y'all got time.
He wasn't afraid of LeBron James. He showed that he wasn't afraid of LeBron James. But I hate to say it, when it counted, my guys didn't show up. Terry Rozier was 0 for 11 from 3-point range that entire night. We had the worst shooting night. And we lost by 10 in Game 7 this year. We could have beat LeBron.
Man, you better.
But we did because we had a really, really bad shooting night.
You better.
All right, Shane.
All right, Shane. We'll get at you, man.
Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
D.
Shoot. He better hope they get Anthony Davis because I mean Boogie Cousins.
It's all about, gentlemen, the money, and the money that Carmelo Anthony possesses and that contract. Who wants to touch that? And that's why Oklahoma City said, heck, we got to get out of this thing, man. $300 million, $100 million over the luxury tax. We got to get up out of this.
But the whole thing with Melo is, like I said, he's Allen Iverson. He's just too prideful. If I'm legit, if I'm Carmelo Anthony, your best bets are either go to Houston, or if you could somehow get in Golden State, swallow your pride, come off the bench, because the real bottom line issue is your game never developed. When you're looking at somebody like a Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, LeBron James, those are people who
better.
Those are people. Not only do they get better, but they also keep themselves in great shape to do it.
Facts.
Melo, I haven't seen Melo do any of that.
Well, when he's working out with the hoodie on, he looks like he's gonna have an MVP year, but gets to the season
and during practice,
he just turned into a spot up shooter and it didn't really work out for him. Speaking of not working out, Tony Parker leaving the Spurs after 17 years.
Unbelievable.
D. He's gone.
You need to retire, man.
Facts.
Nobody want to see you in the Hornets.
He wanted to play for Michael Jordan.
Oh, no. It's like Kim Olajuwon in that Raptors jersey at the end, or Patrick Ewing in a Magic Supersonic jersey.
Oh, gosh.
Nobody want Jordan in that Wizard jersey. Nobody want to see this, man.
Nobody speaks about Jordan with the Wizard jersey.
Nobody want to see this.
He let them in scoring that for you.
And then you run your mouth about what Kawhi's injury.
That was goofy.
You know,
that's something crazy. About the something crazy about the San Antonio Spurs. They have really unfolded this year. This is something we don't see out of San Antonio. San Antonio, and except for recently, the New England Patriots have been like similar in how they operate and the type of players they get, and it's not too much rah fire or anything coming out of these places. Now, till recently, like I said, the Patriots have been out of ordinary too, and now it's the Spurs' turn. We got a disgruntled superstar, and he separated the locker. We're not even separated the locker room. It's like him, and then it's everybody else. and Tony Parker was obviously still on the PC side, the politically correct side, and the Spurs side, and now he still ended up gone. And he was like one of the pillars in the San Antonio Spurs organization.
He didn't want to accept that role and take less money, so
he need to retire.
He need to retire.
Man.
Look, I mean, 10. What does he get? 10 million a year? I mean,
5. I think it's 2 years.
2 years, 10 million. I don't blame him. I mean, if it's more money on the table,
you can go
why not? And you get more minutes.
You can go overseas and do that.
All right, but my thing is like, but what's the point? Like, he's not going to compete for anything in Charlotte.
They're not even probably playing.
Like, what is it? What is this really about?
And Kemba Walker is still there.
Was he going to compete for anything with the Spurs at this moment in juncture?
I mean, but the Spurs are always going to be the Spurs. At least they still can fall on their system and their fundamentals. What does Charlotte have to fall on? Is Kemba Walker even still going to be there?
True that.
Right now, he is.
Like, and you're like well past your prime, bro.
There's one thing that he does have to fall on. His bag.
Now, with him leaving and the uncertainty with Kawhi, I think, are the Spurs a playoff team?
No. Yes.
That's tough.
Yes. They're not.
That's tough.
I've been waiting for this for 20 years.
It's been your whole
See
life,
how long
man.
you been waiting for this?
I've been waiting 20 years to say the Spurs
like
are done.
You sound like a bitter woman.
I've
been waiting 20 years.
He remembers
you know that dude that's been waiting in the wings all that time and like, I'm waiting for you.
I thought in 2008 when the Lakers got rid of them in 5 games in the conference finals that it was over for the Spurs. But they came back. I give them credit.
Made Kobe and them cry.
But it's over now. They're dead. And the Lakers are taking their spot. We're coming.
No facts, because Manu Ginobili needs to go and call it quits too.
He hang it up.
He was their best player last year.
So in a matter of 3 or 4 years, they lost Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, and now Manu. If he knows what's good for him, he need to step out too.
Argentina.
He could retire.
He should.
And Greg Popovich, unfortunately, lost his wife, so it's just been not.
It's been rough. It's been rough for the San Antonio Spurs.
I agree with you, D. I was going to say that, but I don't think they are a playoff team right now, especially with Kawhi's uncertainty.
And I watched y'all just went to Memphis. What's the guy named Anderson?
Oh, Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, Kyle Anderson went to Memphis, and they ain't matching.
So I mean,
so who's left on this roster?
Marcus Aldridge and Rudy Gay.
Yeah,
Rudy Gay,
Paul Gasol,
Murray.
He need to retire.
But these guys are washed, man.
The draft pick has looked pretty good in summer league. I will say.
Yeah,
I mean, he is jumping out the gym.
From Miami, man. He's pretty good.
Oh, he's all right.
But I mean, when you look at the stats from Tony Parker, it's heartbreaking. I mean, read a few off.
Go ahead.
Yep. Do we have to?
First in assists. I mean. Second in games played, second in minutes, third in field goals, fourth in points, fifth in steals, and fifth in free throws. Like it's sad when you see players put that much work into a franchise.
Hall of Fame.
And they leave.
And he was the Finals MVP in 07 when they swept LeBron.
Sure enough.
Unguardable at one point with that little teardrop.
Yeah, we used to drive to the hoop, man. He wasn't.
I think 07 was his year because that's when he was married to Eva Longoria.
He was winning.
You know what? When he lost Eva, when he cheated on Eva,
oh boy,
he went down the drain. And that's what happens if you cheat on a good woman.
Wait a minute, what was it for? What?
It's frustrating. You don't cheat on a good woman. Lesson learned.
I thought you were going to say.
So real quick, as we get ready to wrap up the segment, Rondo's a Laker. You know that 1 year deal. Goofy as Crevonte says.
Yeah.
Is Lonzo gone? He's hurt?
I mean, if he wants to be gone, we can give him a day. Him and Dad and the whole family, they all go.
I see.
Well, they're saying Dad's saying he's hurt, so they don't trade him.
I have a point in my Goofy section, so I'm gonna save it for that.
Please do.
No, I say they both stay.
I mean, I thought Rondo,
it'll work out.
It would have been nice to have Rondo last year instead of all this drama now with Lance Stevenson and all this other mess. It's just, the team that's built around LeBron right now might not be a playoff team, but I'll leave it at that.
Well,
you're tripping.
Well,
shoot, especially with the Spurs out, y'all might just get in off GP.
D, you signed over your soul today.
I did not sign nothing over.
LeBron has officially signed his contract with the Lakers.
No, he has signed his soul over.
And each week, there will be a new segment. Slide to ABL.
Never.
Because you will not live this down for the next 3 years.
You listen to me. The guy from Akron has signed his soul over today to the Lakers. So he got to live up to all the expectations.
Bow to the king.
Come on,
bow to him.
He bowed to Magic.
Give me the too sweet.
Hug it out, as they say.
Hey,
Team hell no? Come on, man. Hug it out.
No.
Hug it out.
Don't
hug
commercial
it out.
go to.
Hug it out. Hug it out.
Well, we gotta go to break. Before we go to break, shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Shout out to my boy Antoine Ross. Oh, hi Jasmine, you're watching as well.
Uh-oh.
Appreciate everyone watching, checking in. We gotta go to break, but that's our first segment. Next segment is Sport of the Week, and this week we're talking about it, fellas. Yes. It's WWE.
Yes.
Uncle Raj will be up here. We got a special guest. Talking Extreme Rules. Right back after this commercial break. Make sure while you're doing that, subscribe to the YouTube page of Flex Zone Podcast. Keep up with us. We'll be right back after break on the Flex Zone.
Y'all come back now.
Hey, what's good, people? This is Crevonte Hurde at Crevonte Hurde, CREVONTEHURDE. Facebook, Twitter, Crevonte_Hurde on Instagram, and I'm with
your friendly neighborhood cousin D. And of course, you can check me out on the Twitter at DieSportingNet. And of course, Instagram, undercase DMARUSD.
And of course, check out WBGR Sports Network and check us out, The Flex Zone, from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Facebook Live.
Every Monday, so if it's the NBA playoffs, MLB playoffs, Monday Night Football, or...
Did you just say Monday nights?
Sweet! What is this? Get off me.
This is your boy Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames.
Goofy nicknames.
Hey, look.
What do you want?
Look, I want them to tune in every Monday at 10 p.m. to see us live for all the debates that we have.
And goofiness.
And all the goofiness, too.
Because we are the only place that can do what, Crevonte?
Give you sports how you want it,
when you need it.
All right.
Yes, we are back here on the Flex Zone, the only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. We got a Twitter poll.
The Twitter.
Who's more likely to reach the Western Conference Finals, Lakers or Rockets? Interesting question. But I said the Lakers are going to the Western Conference Finals. And speaking of going all the way, we got family on the line here, all the way from Sin City. You can bet on him because your return's going to come back multiplied. It's the one and only Raphael Esparza. Ralph, thank you for being back on the Flex Zone.
Thank you for having me back. And did you just say Lakers in the Western Conference Finals? I think I almost upchucked my dinner just now.
Look, we're all in over here on LeBron.
We're not all in.
We believe. Real quick, your thoughts real quick on that, Ralph, real quick, before we get into WWE.
I mean, there's no way to win this NBA championship next year. I mean, we have odds where they win it next for the whole years that LeBron has a contract. We have odds that you can bet that. I think if they get maybe somebody in year 2, like maybe Klay Thompson, we're hearing, maybe Jimmy Butler, something like that. I think maybe year 2 of that contract, they might make it to at least the Western Conference Finals. It would not shock me. I mean, LeBron is no spring chicken, and he really hasn't had an injury that maybe he had to sit out half the season or something like that. I mean, he's played. Those tires have a lot of miles, so it would not shock me if maybe one of those years out of that 4-year contract that he, blows a knee or something like that, and maybe he doesn't play a half a season. So it's going to be very interesting. I don't see him. If I had to put money on it, I just don't see a lot of these young stars that want to go and play with LeBron. And I think if they did, the Lakers would have made some moves by now. I don't see it happen. I think if they don't get someone next year, let's say like the Klay Thompson, Jimmy Butlers, and people who are on that contract, maybe even KD if he wants to get out of that contract, then that just proves to me that maybe the people here respect his game, but maybe don't respect him as a great like a Larry Bird or Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan and all that. Those guys got a lot of respect that people respect that. For me, it would not shock me if we see the same thing as LeBron James not winning another title, just like we might not see Tiger Woods win another major. So it would not shock me in LA if he goes winless.
Well, Ralph, we got to get to it. This past weekend, everybody was talking about it. It was like a WWE promo. You had Brock Lesnar at UFC 226 and Daniel Cormier, Joe Rogan, Dana White, Bruce Buffer. Everybody was in the ring. What are your thoughts on the Lesnar news and panel as well? And what does this mean going forward?
Yeah, I was a little disappointed. I mean, first of all, the pay-per-view started off really good, and then it just went down the hill. The heavyweight fight before the co-main event was horrendous. Me and my cats had better action and fighting than those two guys in the ring. And then, I mean, boom, Stripe came in. There was some nice hits on DC, and DC got him with a short left hook that got him down, and that was it. But afterwards, it reminded me if I was watching an adult version of the WWE, him calling Brock Lesnar coming out pushing him. So vulgar language, stuff like that, you guys stink, I'm going to take your belt. I felt like I was watching an adult version, like I said, of the WWE coming in. I was just waiting for Vince McMahon to come in with a chair and maybe over the chair, and maybe Stone Cold Stunner, Dana White. I think that would have probably been better. If that happened. For me, what I'm hearing now is Dana White called Brock Lesnar. I'm hearing either Friday or Saturday, told him to come in town, come to this event, and we're ironing out some stuff. And I pretty much heard that he was going to fight the champion no matter what. Whoever won that fight, that's who he was going to fight. Rumors came out that they were leaning towards DC because you can sell a Brock Lesnar versus DC than a Brock Lesnar versus Street Profits. So that just puts a little damper on me on that DC win. I don't want to say it was fixed or something like that, but you can sell more tickets. Like I said, Brock Lesnar DC. Brock Lesnar's contract has one more match in a WWE. That's why he has not fought. He's not. I wouldn't be shocked if he maybe the next biggest pay-per-view, maybe another Royal Rumble or maybe another WrestleMania, he loses the belt. But he has one more match in the WWE. As his contract has, it doesn't have one more match because of rematch. It doesn't have one more showing. It just says one more match, and you figure that's when he's going to lose the belt. Now, he can't fight in the UFC until 2019, January of 2019. So I'm hearing that DC Brock Lesnar fight could be either sometime in the end of January, or maybe we'll see it sometime maybe in March. But I do believe we won't. I would be highly doubtful if we see Brock Lesnar in another house show, because I think now that the fans know that he's gone, that he's fighting DC Cormier, how are they going to react to that? I think they might boo him, saying that everything that Roman Reigns said on TV is 100% true. You're just there for a paycheck, and you're jumping ship to go to UFC. I would not be shocked if we don't see him on a live show until he loses that belt. So for me, I think puts WWE in a pickle, because how's the fans going to believe that he is the true heavyweight champion? His foot's already out the door. So next time he's in a pay-per-view match, he's losing.
So then I gotta ask, what about SummerSlam? Because we got Roman Reigns, Lashley, and it was supposed to be the number one contender fights Brock Lesnar, but now there's no Universal title. You've got the Monster in the Bank with Braun, and everybody wants Braun to get the belt. What is going to happen moving forward with the Universal title?
I still think Roman Reigns wins the belt over, but I think Roman Reigns earns that just for the matches he's had with Brock, the losses he's had with Brock. I think I know they're still trying to push him as the number one guy, but I think they're finally going to suck that juice down and say, hey, maybe he's not, but maybe just give him the belt and then let Braun Strowman use the briefcase either at a WrestleMania or a big pay-per-view and take the belt away from Roman Reigns, so that feud can go on a little bit. But I still see, and what I'm hearing from sources, it's still going to be Roman Reigns that's going to beat Brock Lesnar for the belt, just because I do believe he has earned it. He has had some losses with Brock. They had some great fights, and I think the storyline will come to an end with Roman Reigns calling him a fake. He only here for the money. Why keep on doing that promo and then have Braun Strowman win that belt? So I still think Roman Reigns gets it, but I would not be shocked if Braun Strowman uses that briefcase. Even that night of Roman Reigns wins it, he comes out and uses the briefcase and takes the belt away. But I think that's how Braun Strowman gets the belt. He gets it away from Roman Reigns and not Brock Lesnar.
Hey, I got one. Hey, Rob, this is Raj. Question: does Paul Heyman go with him to the UFC when his contract is up?
I don't think he goes to UFC. What I've heard, that Dana White likes him, but in UFC you really don't have microphones for coaches or your entourage or stuff like that. You just UFC, you come in, you get your cup checked, make sure you have your mouthpiece in, and then they shut the gate. I don't see what would be the reason for Paul Heyman. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Heyman does leave.
I would not be shocked if he comes back maybe into WWE because I know Vince McMahon loves his mic work. I know Vince McMahon backstage, and he does really well with a lot of the young wrestlers and stuff like that. I've heard that multiple times. So I would not be shocked if he leaves the same time Brock leaves, or maybe comes back, stuff like that. I always thought he would be really good with Ronda Rousey, but she's not going to be around that long either. So I would not be shocked if he leaves and maybe comes back a year from now, maybe 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Have the UFC finally went WWE the other night, Ralph, because they had burned through a lot of their fights over the last couple years. They're getting a new TV deal with ESPN. I think they've jumped the shark and finally said, hey, we got to get some entertainment going here because our sport is trending down.
And I don't blame UFC for trying to bring him back, even though a lot of fighters don't want Brock Lesnar back. He failed that drug test not once but twice against his last 2 fights. And they don't, and they were unhappy that he left to go to wrestling to get that big money and all that. And you can't blame Brock Lesnar for doing that because once the Reebok deal went from UFC, a lot of those fighters lost a lot of sponsorship money that you can't wear or put names on your shorts like the old UFC days. So a lot of wrestlers and people in UFC don't want him to come back. But if you're Brock Lesnar, you still have some unfinished business there, and there's some better fights. I mean, if John Jones can never get his act at, he might want to fight the winner of the DC. So there's multiple places that Brock Lesnar can go for the UFC. But if you're UFC, you're probably jumping through doing cartwheels right now because you need a name. And right now, I'm sorry, no disrespect to DC, he's great. I think he's outstanding on the mic work. I can't wait for him to retire completely and just do commentary with it because I think he does outstanding on commentary. But I mean, the DC can't sell a lot of tickets. Brock Lesnar, John Jones, Conor McGregor, those guys sell tickets and merch. No disrespect to DC, but he doesn't. He's not that type of person that can do all that.
So does Brock ever return to WWE? Is it kind of a deal where he's in WWE but he'll fight a UFC match? What is the exact deal going on between Brock and either WWE or UFC?
What I heard coming out of his camp is this UFC contract is his last, and I think he's just going to go out to the woods and be with family. I mean, there's another one. He's not getting any younger, so maybe he'll do when he comes to WWE for a Hall of Fame, maybe he does that. But I don't. If he ever does come back to WWE after this contract, I don't think he's going to be a champion. He may just do something like very, very, very part-time, like I said, maybe his Hall of Fame speech, and he sticks around for maybe 6 months. But I would highly doubt he signs another contract for WWE after he leaves. I think once he's done with UFC, I think he goes to whatever Montana, whatever his big ranch is.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Minnesota and what? Canada? You got one in
Minnesota and Canada.
Well, we got to talk about Extreme Rules real quick, everyone. I'm going to run down the matches. Ralph, feel free to hop in. I'll start with you. We'll just get who you think's going to win and panel as well. So we got AJ Styles against Rusev. Hold on, D. Go ahead.
It's Rusev Day!
Who wins, D?
Oh, AJ Styles is going to retain the title. Ain't no doubt about it.
Is it unanimous?
Yes. Yeah.
Ralph, AJ Styles?
I mean, yeah, it has to be AJ Styles. I mean, Rusev, if you follow them on Instagram of Ronda, her boobs almost popping out when Russia scored that goal in the World Cup, and they had to edit her Instagram, and then they were depressed after they lost. They're going to be depressed again on Sunday. AJ Styles, big win.
Yeah, we got Women's Championship Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax with Ronda Rousey sitting in the crowd to add a little excitement.
Alexa Bliss
gets distracted, and Nia Jax wins the belt.
Back already?
Nah, Alexa Bliss is more entertaining with her.
I mean, that's what I want to have.
Rousey.
That should have. I think Nia Jax should have the belt.
No, it's just more entertaining.
Alexa Bliss, minus $2 favorite. She didn't get a boob job just to lose her belt after she just got it back. She wins against Nia Jax.
Ralph, I'll start with you. What you call it, Dre? Mella is money?
Mella is money.
Against Asuka. Poor Asuka. That's all I can call her. Ralph, who wins?
You know, I think they're going to give it to Asuka on this one, just because she's a small favorite right now. But I heard backstage that they're not really happy on how Carmella and this feud with Asuka is going on. I think if Asuka gets the belt, it doesn't matter. I think we all can agree she's a better wrestler. But I think there's a lot of girls in that locker room that can draw better on TV ratings and mic work with Asuka and the wrestling in style. I think they're going to, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Asuka's going to win the belt on Extreme Rules, not a big pay-per-view, but I'm going to say Asuka wins this one.
It's about damn time. Give that girl the belt.
You wouldn't hold it off till like SummerSlam?
You can't have this feud keep
When I'm
going.
going backstage, I just think they're not really excited on how this feud is going. If you have to bring in a third party in the white dope in the ring to try to make things better, that means you don't have a good storyline if two girls can't do it. I mean, so for me, I just think that what I'm hearing is they're not 100% sold on this storyline. If that's the case, give it to Asuka and give another girl back there to try to give a better feud.
Hey, look, y'all, Mela is money. I don't care.
All right, I'm with you, Ralph. I hope Asuka wins.
She deserves it, damn it.
You rooting for Asuka?
Yes,
She
I'm
deserves
I
rooting
can't
for
believe
Asuka.
it.
I am.
This is the guy who can't root for Shinsuke or Asuka because they
But
don't
you know
speak
how-
English.
But you know how I feel about your boy. I want to say his name.
Which one?
Your boy from Maryland, man. Come on.
My boy Ellsworth.
That was worthless. You know how I feel about him.
Stop it.
I want Melo to lose.
You stop it. But
No, this is for Uncle Ryan.
Get out of here.
That was worthless.
But with that,
Yeah.
you
That's
stop.
right, that's right.
Anyway, with that being said, though, I agree. Asuka should win the title. Should set up for her and Charlotte rematch at
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Yes, that's what we want. Give Asuka the belt and let's get that rematch. Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No.
Ralph, if you can answer this question, this is a good prediction for me. Daniel Bryan's contract situation. Do we have any update?
What I understood from this contract was just a year, a 365-day contract, wrestling contract, not his complete WWE contract. What I'm hearing, he's carrying two contracts, because a wrestling one and a non-wrestling one, because they wanted to see how he would hold for 365 days as a full-time wrestler. I think Team Hell No wins the belt. They don't hold the belts for long, because I know Kane is getting a lot of backlash because he's running for office. I don't know if it's mayor.
Yeah, mayor.
And a lot of his consumers and the crowd that he's trying to run for are very upset that he came back to wrestling when and trying to do both. He's no Manny Pacquiao where they want him to do both. I heard they're very upset that he came back and put the mask on to go back to wrestling. They think he's not taking his job seriously. So I think Team Hell No wins, but I think maybe they lose it really quickly. So I say Team Hell No is a small favorite, -130. But I kind of like the Bludgeon Brothers. I mean, they're good at TV. I've always liked these two as a tag team. I think they work well together, but why bring the band of Team Hell No back and not bring in the title? So they're a short title run and will be. They'll probably lose the Usos probably.
I think
Team Hell No.
we're setting up for The Miz and Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. The Miz is not advertised for the event. He's supposed to be at the softball game in D.C. Pittsburgh ain't that far away. I can see him coming in and costing Team Hell No the title.
Somebody that's like 5 hours away.
That's what I mean. Ain't that far away.
Raw tag titles. The Leaders of Worlds versus the B Team.
The leaders of the world.
Do we care?
No.
It doesn't matter. who
Delete
wins.
this match.
Is this a bathroom break match, Ralph?
Definitely.
It pretty much that's the better. But one quick point about the Miz, I'm hearing he will be, just because the show is coming up, he is going to be taking some time off just because he has some press obligations because of his new reality show. So I would not be shocked if we don't see him on full-time status for maybe a couple of months. I think I heard 3 months maybe he'll be at a house show, not at a house show, just because he has other media obligations because of the new show. And he's a new dad, so be very cautious with the Miz if he's going to be a title holder, or if we're going to see the Miz and Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam. I would be really cautious with that one.
Jeff Hardy put his title on the line, United States Championship against Rogers' boy, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke.
Kinshasa!
Roger, your worst nightmare will become a reality. He will have a belt.
That's fine. He can have that belt. He can have that belt. He's deserved it.
Jeff Hardy's just, I don't know, man. I don't know where you go with him at this point, Rob.
I want to say Jeff Hardy just because of that makeup he had on the other day. That was pretty cool. I mean, that was probably one of the best red, white, and blue makeup jobs that I've seen in a very, very long time with the eye makeup and all that. So I'm rooting for Jeff Hardy, but I think they're going to give it to Nakamura and maybe have him as the United States champion. I think they could have he could have the belt for a while and have really good matches with a lot of wrestlers back there feuding. So I think there's going to be 2 belt changes. I think Nakamura wins it, and like I said, I think Asuka wins it. So I think it's going to be Team Japan on Sunday.
Ziggy Stardust, Dolph Ziggler, champion, Intercontinental, against Seth Rollins, 30-minute Iron Man match.
Dolph
Ziggler.
the show off.
Man. Yeah, Ziggler should retain the title. But it would be nice to see Rollins have a good show.
Yeah, I was going to say, I want Rollins to win this, but then I think that feud ends, and they've been doing some really, really good out-show magic with them in the ring. And most likely, if you have Dolph Ziggler win, then maybe you can bring a tag match and other stuff with Ziggler and Drew and Seth Rollins, and maybe Dean Ambrose, who's coming back pretty soon. I heard he's about a month away. So I think it'd be dumb to have Seth Rollins win the belt now, and because I think that kills that feud. And I think right now it's probably the best thing that's going on in Raw right now, because everything else is the really, really bad writing.
Okay.
Hey guys,
Roman Reigns real quick. Does Roman Reigns beat Lashley?
Sadly, yes.
I hope he does. I'm picking Bob.
I'm picking Reigns, and I don't even want to pick the big dog, but it just seems like they give him everything else.
The whole Lashley, it's just been whack, man.
Yeah, it has been, but I want Bob to win.
Bob ain't winning.
Exactly.
Bob don't need to win. Roman Reigns need to win. We need to get this over.
Roman wins, Ralph?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just glad that Lashley's in this match. I mean, I thought he was hidden. They brought him back, and I thought I was going to wrestle him. That's how bad they were. But they were putting him in some matches. So I'm kind of glad to have him in this match just to give him some exposure. I think he does great on the mic. The fans do kind of like him. So I'm glad he's in this match. I think Roman Reigns does win this, or maybe a disqualification somehow. So maybe he doesn't have to lose and keep his momentum for Bobby Lashley. But I still think if there is a winner, of course it's going to be Roman Reigns. But we'll not be shocked if maybe you see an interference with either Braun Strowman or something happens with this match. But yeah, if there is a winner, it's going to be Roman Reigns. But I'm just happy Bobby Lashley's in this spot so people can see his athleticism.
All right, last one, Finn Balor versus Dre's boy Constable now, Baron Corbin.
Oh, Jesus, Lord.
It seems like Baron Corbin. That's who I would just pick by default.
Who cares?
I'm picking Finn Balor.
Who cares?
He's going to win.
Demon Balor?
No, the regular
Demon King, yes.
No,
We haven't seen him in almost
We don't
8 months.
never need to see him again.
No, we need to see him again.
No, never.
Big WC, who cares?
Ralph?
Yeah, this one, I mean, it's Finn Balor, but if you got to give Baron Corbin some props, because he's still in the doghouse. They told him to shave his head. He shaved his head. They told him to put on this goofy TGIF Friday vest to try to do some kind of stuff with Stephanie McMahon and all that. And I'm sure that's probably what he doesn't want to do. But again, he's trying to keep a job. And he's still in the doghouse. And if it was up to Vince McMahon, I think they would probably fired him by now. But gotta give the guy credit for shaving his head and changing his whole demeanor just to try to keep a paycheck. But it's easy, Finn Balor.
All right, Ralph, how can they keep up with you?
You can find me on Twitter at @VSI_Sports. You can also find me at DocSports.com. And we're handing out some free stuff for all the Doc Sports and all the Flex Zone listeners. If you text the word wrestling to 290-222, you get $60 worth of free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? So text the word wrestling to 290-222 and get some free stuff.
Hey, we'll make sure we'll promote that for you, Ralph.
Yes.
Who doesn't like free?
We love free.
Everybody loves free.
And on the Flex Zone, free is good.
Thank you, Ralph, your family. We'll be talking to you for SummerSlam.
That's right.
All right, don't order those Baker jerseys yet, because you might just have dust ruffles.
All right, Ralph.
Wow.
We'll do that. Thank you.
All right, Ralph.
All right, Ralph, please, man.
Guys.
All right.
We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, it's Crevonte's Goofy of the Week, hottest new segment in all the sports TV on the Flex Zone.
Hey guys, this is Crevonte Hurde here. I am the senior producer and co-founder of the Flex Zone. Follow me, Crevonte Hurde, at CREVONTEHURDE, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Crevonte_Hurde. I am the voice of reason on the show. I point out all goofiness when I see it, and trust me, there is a lot of it. Check us out.
Hey, they're right. Come on, man.
Get out of here. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. The goofiness. There it goes.
What's good, everybody?
You already know who it is. Drizzy Dre, Mr. One and Only, the man of 1,000 nicknames. And all I'm saying is go ahead and like our Facebook page, The Flex Zone. You see us every Monday at 10 p.m. on WBGR. So you might as well go ahead and hit that like button for me. Not asking for much. Hit that like button. You already know what it is.
We are back here on the Flex Zone live on WBGR. Only place giving you your sports how you want and when you need it. You see the sign. You see the cards. It's not Uno. It's Crevonte's Goofy of the Week.
Well, he's directing traffic.
That's what I'm doing, directing goofiness. That's what we're doing. Hey, Crevonte Hurde here. This is the Goofies of the Week, brought to you by the Flex Zone, of course. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little time to let y'all know what I thought was goofy this week. I'm gonna start from the least goofiest to the most goofiest. Now, I have Carmelo Anthony. But it's not necessarily Carmelo Anthony. It's just the situations that he's in. I mean, let me take you back a little bit. Denver Nuggets.
Oh my.
Beautiful team. Just unfortunately they kept running to the Los Angeles Lakers. Force yourself out of that. Go to New York. Phil Jackson comes. we gonna keep this going. No. We're not there yet. We still green.
Oh, Phil Jackson deserves a red.
But he had a chance to go to Miami, and he messed it up by going to New York. Signed that goofy contract. Then he goes to Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook. Why do you think that was okay? Don't know. Anyway, he opts in. Duh. Why wouldn't he? 28 million. Why not? You know what I'm saying? And now they're buying him out. Carmelo Anthony, I don't understand it. I don't get it. But you're goofy, and all the situations you're involved in are very, very goofy. Moving on. Y'all got the Lakers. One of y'all favorite guys, LeVar Ball.
Oh God.
I love LeVar Ball.
Big baller brand, baby.
Hush.
We love LeVar. Come on the Flex Zone. Yes.
LeVar Ball. It's I'm going a little. I'm in limbo.
Okay.
I'm going with green. I'm gonna go. It's a slow level. It's higher than Melo, but it's a lower level goofiness. Because I see what you're doing. You're saying that his camp didn't leak the information, or he's saying he didn't leak the information. This is not a camp. This is a family. We all know LeVar Ball is a great businessman and a great marketer and a great promoter.
He's a genius.
We know goofiness when we see it. All of a sudden, Lonzo's injury got leaked. He got a torn meniscus. Just so you know, he can't be traded. I get it. LeVar is cool. You can say whatever you want. I know what you're doing. Maybe you didn't say it, but somebody in y'all little circle said something. Keep it at green. Now let's come to the red.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Kyrie Irving.
No. Not gonna
Listen. Give me a shot. Give me a chance. I'm gonna take his story back a little bit. Kyrie Irving signed a 5-year, $90 million extension. What was that, 2014? Couple weeks later, maybe about 10 days later, LeBron James comes to town. Kyrie doesn't like it. Kyrie never likes it. He was never receptive to LeBron. But he played, went to 2015 championship, 2016 championship. 15 wasn't able to finish, got injured a week in game 1. Wasn't able to finish. 2016 wins the championship after a beautiful, vicious shot that he hit in Game 7, coming back from 3-1. Matter of fact, that was the year of the 3-1 comebacks.
Save LeBron's legacy.
Save LeBron. But here comes 2017.
Oh boy.
They lose. They lose bad. Real bad. 4-1 to the Warriors. LeBron quits. Kyrie wasn't feeling it. Kyrie's like, I'm out. Cool. I have no issue with that. Nobody, a real alpha dog player does not want to play under LeBron James because you'll never be the number one guy. LeBron will always trump. You know what I'm saying? So, he goes to Boston. Top-notch team in the East. Best coach in the East. Gets injured. Didn't get a chance to finish the season. Was playing well up until team still makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now all of a sudden there's rumblings in Kyrie's camp that he wants to go New York? Come on, man. New York? That's where you want to go? You want to team up with who? And go to where?
He wants to team up with Jimmy Butler.
Who?
Boy.
Where?
This guy.
Huh?
Why would you go to the worst basketball organization in basketball? Why would you go to the worst team in basketball right now?
Because there's turnaround.
Why would you do that?
He's that guy.
Who's the top guy in New York?
KP, the unicorn.
Nobody.
No,
Hit it, Keith.
That's it.
Nobody.
Y'all put some respect on
Kyrie,
Porzingis'
listen.
name.
Kyrie, listen. I was with you with leaving Cleveland. You had to get out of that goofy situation. But for you to potentially leave the best team in the Eastern Conference, maybe for the next 5 to 6 years, at least go to the Eastern Conference, being the best team, and you being the number one guy for New York? Mm-hmm. Come on, dog. You gotta do better. Listen, y'all. Crevonte here. All goofiness. It starts here, and it most definitely stops here. Get it together, Kyrie.
It doesn't stop because we'll have it again next week for you on the Flex Zone.
That's right.
Goofy
Oh,
segment
it's gonna be a lot of it next
Crevonte.
week.
Give it up for Crevonte. We love the goofiness on the show.
Boom, boom,
And
boom.
as we transition to giving Waters a call, Talk Power episode 2, I didn't throw this in. This is in rapid fire, but Kawhi wants to be a Clipper. That's goofy.
He don't want to play on LeBron James. It's clear.
Listen,
You don't throw a card in for that.
I just want to throw this card like,
throw the whole deck.
Kawhi, what are we really doing, Kawhi? Like, baby, listen, I hate when people don't communicate well, but they just make moves without talking to anybody. What's really the issue? Please talk to us. Talk to the people. Talk to somebody who's going to talk to us, because we are confused.
Definitely.
I'm hearing he wants to go to LA. I heard some rumblings that they're not trading him to a Western Conference team. So Boston, beautiful option.
But they want the whole
Clippers?
kitchen sink, though.
Oh yeah, well the Spurs, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Sorry.
I'm just saying. Listen, Kawhi, what is it? What can we do? What can we do to help? Because other than that, this is looking goofy.
Sorry.
D, you said you would be on board with Kawhi joining the guy from Akron, as you call him.
I mean, I would be, but I don't think he wants to join.
Oh, here we go.
Like
Here we
Crevonte
go.
just
Here he
said.
is. Brian Power Waters.
Oh, there he is.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we were talking about Kawhi wanting to be a Clipper, but we got you here. It's another Monday night, a night after Power. A lot of fan theory speculating. I'm going to give you the floor, brother, for 2 minutes. Recap the episode for people who said it wasn't the most exciting episode, and what do you expect to see next week?
You know, and I talked to about this with Dre right after he finished watching it. I like to say episode 2 in the rest of the world, it's always the slow build to a storyline, and that's what you have with this episode of Power. I think one of the things that I noticed was that if you pay attention, you see Kanan kind of explain that he's going to turn his back on Tom. And I'm interested to see what happens because obviously we know Ghost's loyalty to Tommy. Yes, they had it out a couple seasons ago, but I want to see how that goes down. And then you also have Tasha, who, you know, she's grieving, and she's really grieving, and she can't even begin to wrap her head around the fact that Ghost and Kanan are working together. So I really want to see what's going to happen with that one, and that's one of the things that this kind of this episode kind of the gems are kind of threw towards us. So you know that's going to be interesting. I also find it crazy that Ghost. Clearly you can see that there's a disconnect between him and Tasha. As much as obviously they were on the verge of divorce, and then he went to jail, so the papers were never signed. But clearly they're not married anymore. It's just about the paper.
So Brian, what's up with the senator, man? He's up to no good, man. What's up?
Wait. Can I say something? I don't like any of Lorenz Tate's characters.
I mean, he is just.
I don't like none of his characters outside of like Menace to Society.
I
Like,
thought you were going to say Love Jones.
I hated him in Love Jones. Menace to Society is probably the only one where I really like. All right, he wasn't a goofy in this one.
Right. What?
Just wanted to throw that out there. Lorenz Tate.
I think he's a big enough name where he's on the show, but I don't think he's a big enough name where you can't kill him and he would be missed. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It kind of reminds you, and he kind of got killed mainly because he was in trouble, and that was Malik Yoba, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he got killed off of Empire because he got in trouble. But I think you can kill off Lorenz Tate. I can't see him lasting the entire season because he's a snake in the grass, and the
Absolutely
is going to snap, or Tommy or Kane is going to snap on him. Maybe that's what part of Kane don't mind killing nobody.
Anybody.
Well, Tommy too.
Well, yeah, but I think the thing is with Kane,
I think he could kill him, and it wouldn't be as a thing where Tommy killed him. It's because of the loyalty to Ghost. Canyon could just kill him, and it's not necessarily loyalty to Ghost, but it's just kind of one of the things to get him out of the way. And one of the things I forgot to mention about Canyon was, if you remember, how he kind of, it was like he was kind of show weakness. Well, he wasn't show weakness. I can't use the word, but he was made to look weak when the guy said, "Oh, well, you in this too." And Canyon's like, "What?" You know, he kind of tried to act hardcore, but he couldn't clap back at that guy the way he probably wanted to.
Nah. He stepped into that alley. Nah, player, you take a back seat with this one. Pick your battles, baby. It's about survival.
All of them were like, "Dang, he got us."
Here we go again.
Hey man, what's up?
Wait a minute. What about your rumor?
Oh yeah, yes.
Well, the fan theory, Brian, I'm sure you know. We see it. This whole Kanan is secretly messing with Tasha or messed with her in the past, and Tariq is his son, and all that.
Oh my
bull job.
gosh. Oh my
I
gosh.
heard that.
Oh my gosh.
And I think it's either two things, right? It's either we're smarter than what they probably thought we were, or that, you know, maybe it's just not the case. You know what I mean?
I hope it's a reach.
If it comes out, I don't think it'd be a shock at this point. I just think us as TV consumers, we've seen there's only so much you can do to shock people. So I don't know. I just don't see, like, I guess it's been too, if it would have been revealed last season, it probably would have been more of a shocker. But the fact that this was dragging on, she's very gung-ho. Because, and I had to go back and look, when Kanan first came out of jail, wasn't she happy to see him? Like, before him and Ghost started beefing? Because when I was thinking, Kanan came out of jail, him and Ghost were cool, and then they had an altercation. That's when Ghost tried to blow him up. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like, my thing is, like, why is she, I mean, obviously the fact that she tried to ransom her son, but she's, like, really showing, like, some emotion there. So I wouldn't be surprised if he was, but I hope not.
Throw the whole power series away.
Yeah, I hope it's not true either. And real quick, Brian, we always got to ask you each week, who's the next to go?
Oh, man. And see, the next to go, that's the hard part.
Silver got to go.
Yeah, Silver got to bounce, man.
Huh?
Silver got to go.
That's why he played Judas in that play. Jesus Christ Superstar. You see why?
But my thing is about Silver, he already did it. Like, ain't no point in killing him now. He already did his dirt. What's the point in killing him now?
Yeah, I want him to stick around because I kind of want to. All right, let me be real with y'all. I'm Team Angela, and I get flack from this from my wife. I tell everybody my TV morals are different from my real life morals.
As they should be.
Why I do TV escape. I'm Team Angela. I've been Team Angela since day one. She wanted to get Ghost out of the game. Well, I should say Ghost wanted to get out of the game to be with her, and now he's still in the game dealing with Tasha. Now, I would like to see her and her Silver stick around together. And that way, Ghost can get with Angela. But I do think perhaps I think it's a red tape. You know, I think the senator. I just can't see his shelf life. Because he can only punk Ghost for so long.
Yeah, we saw at the end, man. Ghost is ready to snap at any moment.
Yeah.
Nah, because that was a snake move, man.
Yeah.
That was.
Like, they was legit surprised. Like, they didn't come in for all that.
But you knew it was coming. You could see the setup was there.
Go
Oh,
ahead,
yeah.
it's all about the what?
The money.
Investors, baby.
Well, Brian, how can they keep up with all your power information, all the other stuff you got going on, your weekly reviews?
Well, I haven't did anything yet. I haven't wrote anything yet this week. Just been busy, and then plus I had to kind of address some the AVL, you know, which I think that should be trademarked for the Flex Zone, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, working on that.
Yeah, I had to address them in an article, and I might have another one to address.
That's right. Keep addressing them. Keep addressing them as much as you want.
I like it.
We don't want the guy from Akron.
That's
You
right,
know it,
Brian. We don't want the man LeBron James.
I like it.
No,
Hey,
no,
bro,
the guy
B
from-
Waters. B Waters, I like it.
Keep sliding.
We're no longer being laughed at, man. we was laughed at for 5 years. They're no longer laughing at the Lucas Mason.
And I told you 5 years ago why we got laughed at, too. You already know why.
Because Uncle Raj cursed us when he declared negativity on the name of Mike D'Antoni.
That's
and
right.
He was set for doom immediately.
And they were. Goofy. Yeah, Goofy.
Go ahead, bro. How can they find all your information?
DBrianHWaters.com.
There you go.
We'll be talking to you.
And then spell out my first name, middle initial, last name.
Well, during this time of year, you're Brian Power Waters, and we appreciate you bringing the recap every week. We'll talk to you next week, brother.
All right, appreciate it.
Got some quick breaking news. Braun Strowman and Kevin Owens will fight in a steel cage Sunday at Extreme Rules.
All right, rapid fire.
As long as it's not a toilet around, it'll be good.
We got one rapid fire. I have to ask Crevonte. Dwight Howard is a wizard, baby. Are you happy? And Crevonte is leaving the show, baby. Dwight Howard with the wizard.
Man, you
How about Jeff Green? Jeff Green the wizard too. That's not bad. Come on.
Goofy.
Say it with me now. Even in Summer League, everybody beats the Wiz.
The Cheese Wiz. We want to thank True Sounds for our theme song. Thank you for listening to us on WBG. The whole place, give me your sports how you want it when you need it. Like the Facebook page, The Flex Zone. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram at The Flex Zone 1. Dre, in between the zone.
This week in between the zone, we'll actually be joined by Mikkel, me and Crevonte, and we'll talk about is Allen Iverson the greatest player to have never won a ring, along with the legacy of Sean Taylor.
Friday, what time?
7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Subscribe to the YouTube, The Flex Zone Podcast. Which one, Crevonte?
The first one.
Want to be a guest? Email us at flexzone1@gmail.com. Shout out to Uncle Raj on social media. Next episode, we'll have hilarious Omar, Chanel, and what's this blank?
I mean, you never
Oh
we
my
never know.
gosh!
You never know.
To help us celebrate Dre's 30th birthday, and if you want details to the after party, to party with the Flex Zone, get your wristbands. You can party with the Flex Zone. Details next Monday, only on WBGR. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it, and like that, we gone.
Peace.
Party with Dre. You guys subscribe to the Flex Zone Podcast.
turn up.